So we've got a bit more Marvel news, and this is all about Blade. Blade is a shit show. It has been for a little
It
while.
has
You've
been
got
forever.
well, yeah, absolutely it has. You've got two-time Oscar winner Mahershala Ali on board. You know, you binned off Wesley Snipes because he was too old. I mean, Mahershala Ali's going to be like, he's like 50 odd now, like for goodness sake, or he's going to
Did
be
you ever
50.
hear what happened with Wesley?
No, no, do
Oh, okay.
do
We
tell.
must never cross paths on that story because I knew one of the guys who would have been on the writing team had Wesley Snipes got the role. And they were going back and forth for a while till Wesley just basically threw his hands up in the air and walked away. And that's the day after that happened is when they announced Mahershala Ali at that Marvel event. But yeah, basically he wanted to be a part of it. He was even willing to be there just to pass the mantle on to Blade's daughter because that was kind of what it seemed like was going to happen. And then them picking him, and especially considering he's not that much younger than Wesley, that really ticked him off. Like, so basically he's kind of written off Marvel altogether. That's why when people are like, oh, there's a Blade, Wesley Snipes Blade cameo in Doctor Strange, I'm like, bullshit. Sorry, excuse my French, but I'm like, ain't no way he's going near that with a 10-foot pole after the way they treated him from what I heard. So again, all rumors, take with a grain of salt, but they were in heavy negotiations until one moment they weren't, because I guess Disney really wanted him to take on the Whistler role, but he's like, no, I want to play Blade. And
why would you not bring him back as Blade? That just doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, especially if your movie is going to be a pass of the torch film straight away anyway.
Yeah.
The rumors I heard, and this is from another person, and again, I can't correlate the two, was that they just didn't want to work with Wesley Snipes on a major level because he was known to be a pain in the ass to deal with at that point. Again, I don't know how accurate that is, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I've heard Wesley Snipes is a pain in the ass to work with. But you'd get him, but he can't be that much of a pain in the ass.
But like, well, as I was saying, I was talking to one of the guys who would be one of his writers if he came on board. So clearly, that was probably one of the points of contention, is that Wesley wanted to dictate certain things, and I imagine they didn't like that because, as we've seen from Edgar Wright down to whoever else, if you don't want to go along with what they want to do, then you're adios. Even Jon Favreau, right? So
yeah.
Well, and let me introduce this idea. Mahershala Ali isn't letting them get away with a lot of crap either.
No, he's not. Well, this is the thing. He's really not. He's been pushing for major rewrites,
which is kind of ironic, isn't it? If my story is true, if what I heard was true, that makes it ironic as hell.
Yeah. But I mean, you've already announced him. You've got him in there, right? At that point, he can be like, yeah, no, I'm gonna push you around a little bit. You know, I'm gonna demand stuff. Maybe that's the. Maybe the flaw of Wesley was he demanded before he signed on.
Did he get like a Cyborg ego on his head or something? I just don't.
I have no idea. But
I mean, he's a decent actor, but he's not a movie star by any means. I would say he's a character actor at best. I mean,
who are you talking about?
Mahershala Ali, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's coming from the perspective of he's got 2 Oscars. Right, he's two-time Oscar winner, which makes sense. But also, the stuff that they're looking to change and things. Initially, when we first started hearing about, because I've done several videos on Blade, it's just an absolute joke. They're like, the script was tiny. There was like 2 or 3 action scenes in the whole movie. I mean, that's bad in and unto its own. But now we're hearing even more nonsense about it. This is from Jeff Snyder. And so he says that basically things on Blade have gotten a little bit better. They don't sound better. So it's been reported that the script has been undergoing a rewrite as the flick not only has a new director, but also a new writer. The script is leaner and meaner, and they cut out the fat. Well, does anyone want to guess how long the script is so far? Things are getting better.
Not very long.
Guys, things are getting better. How many pages? Bearing in mind, a page is a minute of a film, generally speaking, right? On a script. That's how they work it out. So, any guesses? Any guesses, panel?
I'm gonna say.
Things are getting better.
80 pages.
120.
96.
Okay, so no.
Oh shit!
The script I heard.
I was 7 pages off.
That's like a full moon movie.
It's like a kids animated film.
Yeah, well, that's why I said full moon movies, because even kids movies are longer than that now.
The script I heard about was like 87 pages, not even an hour and a half. Bearing in mind, 10 of those minutes will be credits.
Unless there's a lot of and they fight, maybe there's
exactly. What? Like there wasn't enough, and they shaved it to the bone.
I mean, if they did that, I wouldn't be surprised if they just chopped it up into 3-episode miniseries and put it on Disney Plus.
Fucking hell. This is not a hard film to get right, guys. What are you doing? What are you actually doing? What they cut out, I heard, is that Blade was going to tie in with the Eternals and Kit Harington's Black Knight.
Oh, good lord.
Black Knight's not really involved in the Blade thing anymore. But his daughter still is. Because reasons. They may be recasting a few parts, including maybe the daughter. Was there like a 14-year-old girl? They may recast that. So she's still in there. Because we need to pass the torch, I guess, straight away.
To a better, stronger female Blade.
Well, for a younger person, because Mahershala Ali's not getting any younger. The length of time it takes to make this film.
Jeez. She'll be in her 30s by the time this thing gets done.
This film is still slated to be released. When is it? I think it's slated to be released like next year. Next year, September 6th next year.
Wow. Guarantee you it gets pushed back.
It's gonna have to get pushed back. Look, think about all the stuff they have to, because of the circumstances we were describing earlier at Disney and the MCU, where they're pushing everything back. And now imagine you have this film, which has been production hell. I mean, I'm sorry, this is the definition of production hell. And wow, good lord.
I think it's like 3rd or 4th director now.
No, Tom, I think it's 4, right? Tom? He's gone.
For which one?
Blade.
For Blade.
I think it's at least 2nd or 3rd, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was 4.
I don't know about 4th, but
it might be okay. Definitely 3rd then. I'm just gonna say but Disney overall has had a lot of problems with directors lately, especially at Marvel and Lucasfilm especially. But dang,
oh god, man, it's a freaking revolving door over there at Lucasfilm.
Well, we'll get to that as well. But yeah, you guys are right. I mean, but how do you fuck this up? How 87 pages is getting better. That's getting better. Goodness me. It's not a hard film to get right. It's just not. This is not a hard film to get right. What I can see they're doing is they're like, right, what we need to do is figure out a way to get Blade out of the picture straight away. And that's why I think that's why they're making it, that's why they're finding it difficult. A Blade film is not hard to get right. A Blade film that isn't actually a Blade film and is passing the torch whilst also introducing the character of Blade, but also introducing the character that he's going to pass the torch to, that can get difficult. That can get tricky.
And it could get tricky doing a PG-13 Blade movie.
Oh yeah, guys, yeah. Baby Blade.
Yeah.
There'll be a Blade Disney Plus series, won't there? Can you believe it?
And an animated show for the kids.
Yeah, god damn. It'll be black and white so they can avoid the blood issues, I guess.
He'll stab them and cut their heads off, throw them in the sun, and they'll poof into glitter.
No, I'm more worried about just the woke crap, because if you watched Hawkeye, there was plenty of blood in there. And violence. I'm not worried about the PG-13 rating, and the ratings board will at least in the US let you get away with a hell of a lot more when it's vampires, aliens, and whatnots and monsters than they ever will if it's humans. So as long as it's just vampires getting hacked and slashed, they don't care.
Yeah. Well, they're humanoid, aren't they? But
doesn't matter. These zombies fall in that same arena too. That's why Walking Dead got away with so much too. Yeah.
Wow.
In the US, I know in the UK they're a little bit different with the ratings, but yeah.
Well, this is just an epic shit show. It's an unmitigated disaster already. Like, yeah, this. I just how do you get any excitement behind these projects anymore? honestly.
It's hard to get excited about anything Marvel or Disney's doing right now.
Yeah.
Other than Deadpool 3, I am excited for that.
I'm not excited for them. I need to see a trailer first, then I get excited.
With Ryan Reynolds, I don't think Ryan Reynolds is going to allow that film to get fucked up. And with Hugh Jackman coming back,
those actors carry weight, so you're right there. Those actors carry some weight behind them, so they can steer that ship in the right direction potentially. Ben Lowry drops in with a $2 super chat and says, "What will happen to Blade? Will it go woke?" Thoughts?
I would probably say there's a 75% chance. Yes,
very good chance.
99% chance.
99. Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I mean, I'm sure that was part of what Wesley's point of contention was, is he just wanted it to be a continuation of his original Blade, right? So that's why he didn't see any.
Which would have made it way cooler.
But of course, Marvel, that'd be cool if they did. They'd be cooler if they did, right? But of course not, right? You know. Yeah. We're at that point now where you're almost better off hoping thinking they're gonna do the worst, and then you can hope maybe it's not as bad as they think it's gonna be at this point. But even that, like Thor: Love and Thunder was proof that you could even imagine the worst and still go, God, this is even worse than I thought it could be.